Hello everyone, I'm Sophie and I'm currently at Kechara Forest Retreat, Bentong, Malaysia. And today I will continue sharing from the book that's by my guru, His Eminence the 25th Sam Tuku Rinpoche. And this is the book that I'll be reading from, The Living Buddha Within, Sam Rinpoche. I'll be continuing from chapter 6, Refuge, page 106, item number 5 of the 12 refuge commitments. So before that, I will go to the Buddha picture to share with you. Here it is. Okay, page 106, number 5. Not to allow yourself to be influenced by people who reject the Buddha's teachings or teachings of truth. It does not mean that you turn away and disassociate with anyone who doesn't believe in Buddhism. No, Buddha's teachings have a wide view. People who are practicing the avoidance of the 10 non-virtues are your friends. Of course, we can have Christian, Muslim, and Hindu friends, but if someone calls himself a Buddhist, but is not a practicing Buddhist, and you go out with him, get drunk, come back, and we think that we are all Buddhists, we are not. It doesn't work out like that. That is not a real friend. Do not be fooled by people who will pull you down gradually, and you wake up drunk with a hangover and reach for the aspirin and recite Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum. Number 6. 2. Regards anyone who is ordained and wears the robe as the actual Sangha. This includes anyone who is ordained and of any religious denomination. And I am not trying to get respect out of you, believe me. You respect people who are ordained because they have given up their hair, their beautiful clothes. They have given up beaches and parties. They have given up everything that you cannot give up. They do not waste their time and they practice the Dharma fully. They are practicing the Dharma and they have 253 vows that they are holding daily. They are using the vows of protection like a fence protecting a small child going over the ledge. They are practicing Dharma 100% and therefore they are worthy objects of reverence. Since we regard them as Sangha, we should not use negative speech or actions towards them. If you do, by the power of their vows and your negative speech or actions, you will receive harm. It is not that when you curse them, these holy beings will do something bad to you. They would not be holy monks, nuns, religious priests, or practitioners anymore if they did negative things. In fact, they are focusing on more positive things than you can ever do, and they have embraced the same vows as spoken by the Buddha. Firstly, those vows have power, and each day the Sangha holds these vows is one day they come closer to enlightenment quicker than you, and they become better and able guides to help you. They have given up enjoyment, entertainment, and fun, attachment to their body, running around and wasting time. They have devoted their lives to practicing Dharma 100%. Therefore, they are able to guide you. Therefore, they are able to teach you, to help you, to assist you, to guide, and perhaps to inspire you. How can we say negative things, do negative things, or order them around like pet dogs? In fact, with folded hands and on your knees, you should request them to do certain things. Even if you cannot fold your hands and go on your knees to make such a display, never mind. But from your heart with respect, can you please do this? Can you please do that? And if they say no, do not say why not. No, not like that. If they say they cannot do, what do you do? Venerable monk, give me back my donation. You take it back, run upstairs and complain. You spend weeks on end complaining about how the monk turned you down. Well, let me tell you something. The karma that you collect will be more powerful than the karma from abusing a normal person because they do not have the vows. In fact, if they say no, we should say yes, venerable teacher. Do not disturb their minds and do not go out casually to see if he has done something or he did not. Never mind, he must have had his reasons. No, do not be tricky in your divisive speech, divisive talk. If you show respect to the objects who guide you, you will be guided correctly. Monks and nuns and religious practitioners of any denomination should be put on a higher place, a cleaner place, talked to with respect and shown respect. The people who have committed to their religion will take care of your spiritual needs now and in the future. It is your duty to take care of their normal everyday worldly needs. It is an interconnected relationship and balance is key. They will do all the things you cannot do, and you will do all the things that they cannot do, and therefore everyone supports and helps each other. If you happen to come across a degenerate monk or nun, there is no need to say anything. You do not have to help them, you do not have to support them, and you do not have to abuse them. You can quietly go away. It is not that you are stupid or anything. You know the truth because you have eyes and ears. But withhold judgment, because to a newcomer who comes along and sees you talking harshly or abusing a monk or nun, it will give the newcomer a bad impression on how to treat the Sangha. To a newcomer, they might think it is okay for anyone to do that, and they will follow you and go about doing that to any monk. A cycle for the newcomer to be reborn in the lower realms by going against anyone holding vows of morality. So, even if you come across a degenerate person like that, do not start or spread rumors. If you do not want to be involved, that is fine. It is your choice. But if you create negative talk about other people, especially Sangha, the danger will eventually come. Even if he is a degenerate monk who has 253 vows, if 10 are broken, he still has 243. So, if you say something to him, the effect of your karma will not be against the 253 vows, but on the basis of the 243. Even a completely fallen and degenerate monk is better than a heretic, one who rejects any good teachings. So, we should be very careful with our mouths and our actions towards the Sangha of any denomination. And please forgive me for saying this to you. I promise you that I am not saying this because I am a monk. I try to practice that kind of attitude myself towards other monks. Not that I am always successful to my students, but they forgive me. But I am trying to educate you and let you know the way it works. I'm not trying to get you to do everything for the monks and nuns and tell you that all monks and nuns are wonderful. They have their responsibilities too. Believe me, they do. So think about that logically. Even a stupid, uneducated monk, a monk that cannot teach, is still a monk, or a nun, or a priest. They still have their vows regardless of their high attainments or lack thereof. It is said in the Vinaya scriptures that bodhisattvas like Kuan Yin can manifest as an ordinary man, and if there is an ordinary monk who is not a Buddha, has no attainments, is nothing special, but he holds his vows well. If there are 2 seats, the highest seat should be offered to the monk. And Kuan Yin's emanation must prostrate to the monk. Otherwise, the 3 jewels will not be complete. This is said in the Vinaya Sutras on the basis of the vows that the Buddha has spoken first. So if you can show this respect to the monks, it shows you show disrespect to the state that they represent. If you show disrespect to the Sangha, monks, nuns, priests, or anything, it shows your lack of knowledge of what they represent, and you create the karma not to attain what they will attain eventually. Therefore, in the future, when you meditate, when you do prayers, when you go to churches, or talks, or the synagogues, and as you try to do or listen to good things, you get distracted. get sleepy, bored, and you think about cheesecakes, this is a sign that you have shown very deep disrespect to someone who should be respected. Think about it. It is from your spiritual evolution that I am talking about it. This is not something that I have made up at this moment. You can check any Dharma book in any language, Chinese, Tibetan, Hindi, and so forth. In Thailand, when monks come by, people must get down on their knees. And when they offer them food on their knees and with their heads down, the monks don't look at the patrons, and they don't look into their bowls to see if there is any cheesecake. They take what is given to them, and they immediately recite the sutra for the good rebirth of that patron without attachment. And the monks go back to the monasteries to do their prayers and to spend time on their meditation in order to advance. That is the purpose of the Sangha and lay patron relationship. You will offer dana and assistance to the state that you respect, and you will achieve it yourself. You will achieve by the power of your karma, by the power of their vows, as spoken by the Buddha. And with that, I will end my sharing session for now. And as mentioned, that we should always show respect to those who are holding vows, like the monks, the nuns, the priests, anyone that is holding vows, because we ourselves are not in a state of holding vows, and they are able to hold their vows. Even if, as mentioned, that they are degenerate, we should not show any disrespects as well, because they may have broken some vows, but they are still holding on to the remaining of their vows, which makes them someone who is higher than us. And so with that, I hope that you will think about it. And before I go, I would like to share some events that will be going on in Kechara Forest Retreat that Kechara will be holding, and this is one of them. Ulam Bana, that will be taking place on Saturday, the 10th of August, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Kechara Forest Retreat. The itinerary is at 9 a.m. There's an opening speech and Dharma sharing. At 9:30 a.m., the Grand Ulabana Genze Puja, which is for good fortune, long life, and merits. At 12:15 p.m., there will be free vegetarian lunch. At 2 p.m., there's the Grand Ulambana Trakse Puja, which is good for protection and blessings. And then we end the event at 5 p.m. And also, for remembrance and to dedicate merits to your loved ones who have departed, or to be grateful to those who are around you, there are several packages that you could actually sponsor and dedicate the merits to them. And the packages starts from $20 Malaysian, and this will take place at Kechara Forest Retreat, and the address is as per the leaflet that is shown in my sharing, which is at it's a bit small for me. It's at Jalan Chamang, Bentong, Malaysia. And if you would like to find out more about it, please call the numbers that's provided there, and you can also email it at care@kechara.com, and also you can visit our website at vrajasecrets.com, where the packages you can actually sponsor online, and we will do the dedication for you. So remember, this is on August 10th, Saturday. So if you are able, please do make your time to join us for this event. And there is another event that will be taking place this Saturday, which is tomorrow, 13th of July, from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. And this is what we call the Spiritual Saturday, which we have it every Saturday of the month. And this will start at 9 a.m. where there will be a cooking session for the community, which is salted eggs and pineapple jam. And at 11 a.m. there is the book club where you share the reading on Compassion Conquers All, and that's for English. And for the Chinese, there will be Time to Wake Up, and at 12:30 it's lunchtime. So if you are interested, please reserve your place and your meal, and you can contact them by WhatsApp at 017-965-9484 or email them at retreat@kachara.com. And if you are not able to make it for tomorrow, they have the remaining Saturday events on their website, which is at bit.ly 2FD6117, so you can visit there to see which Saturday that you're able to join them. So that is the events that we'll be having at Kachara Forest Retreat. And so with that, I will end my sharing session for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll end it with a completion dedication in Tibetan. Sorry, there's a fan blowing, so my hair is a bit messy. Changjo Senjo Rinpoche, Make Panam Gishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewasho, Tonito Rinpoche, Make Panam Gishi, Ke Panam Pame Payang, Gone Gondu Pewasho, Dasujini Sapagi Wadi, Tanantro Agonaga Pada, Chepa Jesolo Santapai, Tamping Impori Dusa, Se Sho, Ke Wakuntu Yandalamada, Drami Shoki Pangano Jochi, Sadam Langi Yatarazon, Loji Changi no Pangatuso, Ke Wadi, Yududa, Lamasang Yodrione, Drawachika Malupa, Sala Gopashu, Joki Gabusungapa, Josunam Papewala, Keki Kawasiwada, Junki Malu Sawasho, Dadam Songi Dosunda, Drewa Songi Latini, Gawa Losan Trapai, Tampayu Riva, Yushi, Ni Modeles and Dele, Ni Migunyan Delesh, Nisintatu Delepel, Kuntu Sungi Jingilo, Kuntu Sungi Ngoduso, Kuntu Sungi Trasi, Sho, Jesunama Kusan Raptingchi, Namkatrini Jojo Badang, Losam Tempe, Dromi Subsungi, Droe Musatatoni, Yushi. Gangway Rawe Boy Shinkam, Pendandeo Mali Guini, Cherensi, one dancing get so Shapeshi de Badu Dang Yushi. Home, don't pay out Malupa, then the Dala Salduso, Gordon Dempa Long Jotno, Kepa Sushi Shukten Cell. Thank you again for sharing your time with me. I hope to see you in my next session.